while we're live, please.
No, you can't say that yet. You can't say that yet.
I'll say it again.
You can't say that.
Say it again. Say what you just said.
You can't say that yet.
I think the owners have not held back the club. I think Stan Kroenke.
No, that's not what you said. Say what you said.
I think the Cronkies have done a good job. I think
the Cronkies have done a good job. Zero titles since they took over, bruv. Zero titles since they first bought shares.
The problem has always been the people running the club, not the
Who owns the club and employs the people?
Guess what? Now that the owners are actually more involved, they've seen that things need to change. Edu's out the door. They bring in Andrea Berta. Look at the business we're doing. By the way, if we're already live, Lee, you know you're gonna hold it today because all the bullshit you said the last stream, if we just go back to the last stream, we're signing Sesko. I said, nah, I want Gyökeres. You started laughing. Guess what? Now Gyökeres is through the building. We're all probably very happy. On top of that, what else did we say? We're not gonna sign 6 players. Guess what? We've signed 7. You also said something else, and Lee, I'm gonna show everybody.
So it's a rebuild after all. Then
I'm gonna show everybody. It's a boxing thing. By the way, he also said we're not gonna sign level raisers, ceiling raisers. I'm pretty sure we got 3 through the door, so I'm quite excited about this window. Fantastic. And I never thought that the owners were the issue because they've always been giving money since they became full owners. I think the issue was they were partial owners and they didn't want to invest when they were partial owners. Now that they've taken full ownership, to be fair to the Cronkies, I don't think they've been the issue. The people running the club decided not to sign a striker. The people running the club decided not to go all the way in the last couple of Januaries. Let's be honest. They tried to go for Caicedo. They tried to go for Mudryk. Mid-season, that time when we were in the title race, they were showing ambition. Guess what? The window ended off being Trossard and Jorginho because the people running the club couldn't execute the deals properly. Now we have people actually executing deals properly. You see that the owners are not the issue. I don't think the Cronkies have been holding back Arsenal. I think what's been holding back Arsenal is the lack of execution in the transfer window because the people running the transfer windows have been either inexperienced or they've been trying to fraud the club.
So what was Edu cooking after all then?
You know something? Edu was a fraud.
Really? I'm going to scour your Twitter in a minute.
Hey, there must have been a couple times where he bamboozled me, but he bamboozled a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay. Like Declan Rice when he signed him, yeah? That bamboozled you, right?
No, Declan Rice is a gimme. 100 million for one of the best. 105 million for one of the best midfielders out there. Let's not act like it was an amazing.
No, but Eddie was the guy that got that over the line, right?
Sorry?
Eddie was the guy that got that deal over the line, though, yeah.
Eddie, of course, was part of the deal, but let's be honest. Yeah. The main thing was it's not like he did a masterclass in that.
Oh, we're not getting one of the best midfielders around. That's not a masterclass.
Nah.
I didn't count, man.
That Declan Rice deal was not a masterclass.
Would you not say this has been a good transfer window though so far?
This transfer window has been a 9 out of 10. I'm happy.
A 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
It's a bit too high, I think.
I ain't even done the intro yet, blood. Mad thing, blood. What's going on, people? Troops TV back again. Back on blood clot again. You understand? You know what? I let the tape run, yeah, because these lot were getting into it off stage, blood. You understand? So I didn't want to leave you lot out, blood. You get me? So that is literally how we literally get me, Egal and D. We were cooling. Gunner came in. Get me? Egal has come prepared today, blood. You understand? Yeah, Egal is prepared for war today, blood. You understand? But you lot know the vibes already. You get me? The Arsenal breakdown. It's another episode. It's been a minute, and as you can see, it's a more joyous episode. There's more energy today, blood. You get me? These been depressing. I'm not gonna lie, blood. You understand? These have come like a link up for the man them just to vent. You get me? But today's episode, I think, is gonna be a lot more joyous, blood. You get me? Obviously, we got OG Gunner in the cut. We got Egal, who we introduced last episode, and you get me. This one's been a long time coming, blood. You understand? We got man like D in the cut as well, blood. You get me? I thought I'd bring a bit of balance today, blood. You get me? Because last ep, I'm not gonna lie, Gunner, we kind of done the 4-on-1. You understand? Like me, you, Pot, Zar. The guy was just there, blood. You understand? Like I thought Zar was gonna do the balance thing, but Zar came with another vibe. You get me? Maybe moving from New York to Chicago has turned him into a Chirac goon. You get me? Because in New York, the man there was, get me, on the Egal thing, blood. Arteta defender. You get me? But We're back
Well, I
again.
defeated everyone like John Wick. What are you talking about?
Why, man? Why? Watch him. John Wick, blood, Clark. Gunner, listen. I said to you, blood, like, yo, he has come ready for today.
I got a
people.
30-second clip. Troops, check your WhatsApp. I'm telling you, when you watch the last video back, guys, if anybody has a second, go back and watch the last video of this. That was episode 1, I would say. Part 2 is today. And in part 1, these guys were saying everything is doom and gloom. We're not signing Gyökeres. We're going to get Sesko. We're not getting Eze or Rodrigo. Madueke is the left winger. Why on earth did we get Madueke? We don't need him. On top of that, we're talking about the fact that Norgard and the midfield still being a problem. We're not going to get another midfielder. We're not going to get more cover across the team. We need a left back. And now it looks like we're also looking to get a left back. 8 players could be coming in at the end of this window. And people were telling me, oh, you might have said Andrea Berta's cooking too soon. I guess I wasn't wrong.
It's almost like new evidence means new opinions, right?
Hey, I didn't know.
So now you've seen 8 players come into the club if we get this left back. Yeah, fair enough. We ain't got rid of anyone yet, but I'm sure Will Kiffy will be going. Zinchenko, a few others.
Nelson's going to go.
Nelson will go. Yeah, there'll be a few others as well. There's going to be a surprise somewhere. There's going to be maybe a Martinelli. I don't know. But yeah, the window's been all right. I can't lie. However, we're still short. We're still short.
What position do you think we're short in though?
We need somebody in midfield. Yeah, which is maybe why we're bringing the left back in, so we can play Skelly in his actual position to be the cover for Rice. Yeah, because if Rice gets injured, we're done in that midfield, you know. Yeah, because none of them other midfielders are any good, apart from Zubimendi, obviously. Yeah, Marino's no good in midfield. Norgard VPN's no good in midfield. 29's useless anyway. Yeah, who else we got? Who else can play Declan Rice's position? Yeah, we could then put Zubimendi there maybe, and then put somebody else like Norgard in DM. But either way, that midfield will fold. As soon as Declan Rice out of that team, we're finished. Yeah, we need a left back. Well, the best one we got back at Celtic. Unlucky. And we need a proper left winger. Eze is probably going to be that guy now. I don't want him at left wing. I want him in number 10 and drop that captain. And let's not forget, we still have got that captain. Yeah, we've now got Saka injured again. But I did say this last season. He shouldn't have been playing games. We've rushed him back. He looks a shadow of himself. He looks a shadow of himself since he came back. Ducking out of tackles at Man United the other day. Although, to be fair, in the next game against Leeds, he played a lot better. He took his goal. He slapped that. That was a finish. Yeah, and he was playing well. But then, like I said last season, there's going to be injuries in and out of this team all season. Declan Rice is going to be one of them. Yeah. Gabriel or Saliba, one of them are going to go down this season. Saka already went down. Odegaard's gone down. Yeah, I think Norgard's already injured. Ben White, he's going to be in and out of the team all season. Timber could potentially go down. All the ones that had injuries last season are going to have injuries this season. Yeah, however long that may be, whether it be a 2 to 4 week or a 3-6 monther, 29's out again. 3 of the 4 or 5 players that had big injuries last season are already out. Then it's like that's why I feel like we need more in that midfield. The midfield, now the attack, we've got options in the attack now. Yeah, I wanted Gyökeres over Sesko all day long because I don't rate that squad. Yeah, Gyökeres come in and already bagged a couple of goals. Obviously, he watches my hair flick videos, so big ups to my striker. And yeah, man, I think defensively, we know we're good defensively. That midfield's a problem still. Yeah, that midfield, if Declan Rice is out, we're done. Yeah, we might wing it for a couple of games. We might still beat other teams. But when it really matters, if Declan Rice ain't in that midfield and we've got Mikel Merino in that midfield, we're done.
You know something, Lee? Why does everything always have to be the negative? You started off so well, and then you have to end it off. You have to end it off by saying the doom and gloom. This is done. You want to know something? Nobody's going to replace Declan Rice in the world in our team. That is true. We don't have anybody in our team that we can say, oh, is like for Declan Rice. But what we do have is we have options. We have players who can come in who have played together for years in Zubimendi and Moreno, who have that continuity and know-how on how to play with each other from Sociedad to now with Arsenal. You also have other options if you want to bring in other players throughout the team. But we will have to wait and see. Let's not talk about what could go wrong. Let's talk about the options we do have. We have a solid defense. We have a solid midfield. We have a solid attack. And now you can actually say we have a solid bench. I look over at Manchester City. I look over at Liverpool. There's holes in their teams, and they don't seem to have solved as many holes in their teams as we have. And going into this season, for the first time in recent year, in 2 decades, I can confidently say we have one of the best squads in the league, and we guarantee should go out there and be one of the favorites to go win it.